Good morning, guys. Good morning to my twisted friends. This is Carol. How are you? Artist of Onlytrees. So here I am live. It is just after 9 a.m. On Monday, and I pushed that button. So, okay, it's Monday, and for me, it is another work day, and here I am getting an opportunity to spend it with you. Um, we're going to, all live messages are welcome to live chat. Yeah, this is a kind of a cool experience. Save, highlight, share, mute, microphone. All right, well, I'm gonna twist here, see what happens, and we'll go from there. I hope that you guys had an awesome Mother's Day weekend. I did. I had an awesome Mother's Day. I got a haircut. I am working on pink dogwoods this morning. So yes, of course, I've made my loops. I am using a 22 gauge pink and a 24 gauge gold. And right now I am just separating these loops, and I'm going to make dogwood flowers out of these. So my goal is, when I'm twisting my loops, sometimes my pink is, both wires might be on one side, so I need to get this gold wire in the center, because that's going to be the center of my flower. So sometimes it is it's not hard, but because the twisting has already been done, sometimes the center gold piece that I need to get in the middle, you have to like work around. So it's dealing with getting that certain color that you're working with. Like, let's see here. My gold is on the outside towards you. So I've got to get that gold in the center in between these two pink ones. So I'm pushing it through my loop to get it into the center. Instead like that. So now it's, and maybe I'm too close to the camera. Can you guys see that? Yeah? Okay. All right. That one wasn't too bad. Gold is in the center. Looks like we're going to have a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Temperature looks like we might hit 70. And yeah, so all right, and it's a process of slow but sure. but knowing I'm going to get the effect on the wire that I'm looking for. All takes all takes time. All right. So here we are, and then I have, I really like these needle nose pliers because of the really sharp point in here. Now I have my gold loops in the center and then the pink loops on each side. So the first thing I'm going to do after I've got my loops separated is take my pliers and go into the very center of this gold loop and twist and push into the center. Now, like I said, this is a 24 gauge gold copper wire. It's a permanently colored uh, gold on copper wire. So again, here's my center of the gold loop, and I'm going to twist and kind of push in towards my hand here. And this will take probably about 2.5 or 3 half turns. So that was 2, 3, pushing in nice and slow, getting that centerpiece nice and tight and small. Is that, there you go. Let's do another one. No, that one didn't get quite as pretty as the last two. That happens. Try to get in there and tweak that. So, yeah. So this is what I'm doing. So, what kind of tree are you guys working on? Let's see. I went outside this morning for a walk in my yard. I didn't go far. Um, I like to get out there in the morning and see what the weather's going to be like. Unless I know that it's going to be absolutely miserable, then I just, you know, kind of put some socks and shoes on and a jacket or whatever, go out there and say, ooh, nope, it's too cold this morning, or ooh, it might be nice out. So, you got your coffee, your tea, get those favorite pliers out this morning and twist with me. Come on, you guys. So, like I said this morning, I was out. I went for a walk around the yard. And over the weekend, I had someone interested in having a Japanese red maple tree to be created. And that really put some thought process in my head over the weekend. And we happen to have a couple here in the yard, but they're not very old. They might be 10, maybe 12, 14 years old. So they're not really that big. The Japanese maple that, and I'm not sure. I'm just, this is what's going through my head. So I'm talking to you guys about it. The one that the customer is interested in looks like it could be, I don't know, 40, 50 years old. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous tree. Anyway, they asked me if I could do it in pink. And I kind of cringed at pink. If you look at Japanese maple leaves, they're like a burgundy, even like a red color. And so I'm waiting for correspondence back and forth. But I'm thinking I could use pink, but just, like a tad of pink and then mix it with the burgundy. So there would be highlights of the burgundy and the pink. So I don't know where this is going to go. But if that happens to come through, that would be a cool tree to do together with you guys. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. So there, these are the centers, and they're done. Now for the petals, the pink petals. For the pink petals, I go into the center again of one of the pink loops. And this is what takes practice. So don't go out and buy really expensive pink permanently colored wire, if it be aluminum, copper, silver, and just say, oh yeah, I can make those loops go in there. It does take practice. If you're going to use aluminum, know that it's really soft. And because you're really, holding on to that wire, tweaking it, and bringing it in, you'll find that the aluminum wire might crack and you won't be able to get the petals that you're looking for. So you want a soft, tempered wire, but aluminum might be too soft for what you want to do with it. So keep that in mind. If you have practice wire, do practice wire first. Wire is really getting expensive. All right, so here I am. I'm going to try to do this, but see, now this is backwards. I should have the camera above me, but I haven't figured that out yet doing live stream. So, all right, back to the loop. All right, so I've got the loop at the end, in the center here, and I am going to push towards the center of where the center of the flower is going to be, and kind of pinching it and twisting my hand just a little bit. All right, so that was the first grab. All right, it's there. But now I need to get into this, and I'm trying to point and look to see what you're seeing. Into this area, there's a small little V. Okay, I need to get into that V to crimp it. So I'm getting in here like this. Right. Sorry, guys. I need to see what I'm doing too. But I'm getting into that V and crimping in. No, it's not working for me. All right. I need to tweak this one petal a little bit. Now I can get in there and pinch. I'm crimping down to make those petals. Okay. Next one down. All right. Center. Pushing inward towards the center of the flower. Slight twist of the wrist to get those petal shapes. Okay. And then getting into the V where the petals are and closing it in. Do another one. Center of the loop. Holding nice and tight. Pushing inward towards the center of the flower with a slight turn of the wrist, pushing inward. Okay. Letting go, getting into that V, and then crimping downward. Yeah, so I have that that Japanese red maple in the back of my mind, thinking about it. It's a very full tree, so I'm thinking, how much wire am I going to need? They want the tree to fit around a 3-inch orb. So I have that to think about. I have to think about the kind of roots and trunks. What would look best, if it would be a non-tarnishing copper, and again, it's got to be totally up to the customer, so it's constant and in constant correspondence with what the customer is looking for, and then figuring out how much wire, and then getting the wire. Sometimes easier than easier said than done, and putting the whole thing together after the size of the tree has been determined. And there's another one too that was brought up to me. A mango tree. Did you ever make a mango tree? A mango tree with the budding flowers before, before the fruit. So I did some research on mango trees. If you get a chance, do some research on a mango tree. Check out the flowers. Yeah. That'll be a challenge. So yeah, just those different thoughts going through my head as the week begins. Now, honestly, I've never created that tree. So, a challenge, and then trying to figure out how to do that in wire takes time. So when I do get orders like that, and the customer might be looking at time wise, I put at least 12 weeks into it. So the people who are ordering trees are waiting about 12 weeks for them to be completed. All right, so there's my first strand, and where are we at? I can't see the time. Oh, we're at 21 minutes, and this is this is what I got done. So if you are looking to find me in different areas, I am on Facebook. Um, the URL is my dot wire dot art dot work. Or just go in the search bar and put Onlytrees by Carol L. Mickey. You'll find me there. I am on Instagram, but I haven't posted a whole lot on Instagram lately. I have recently posted on TikTok, and that's basically just finished trees that I have completed over the past year. I think I've only been on TikTok that long. Pinterest, I am on Pinterest, and I sell my trees through Etsy, uh, and that is etsy.com/shop/onlytrees. And also, I was on YouTube and doing some editing. I did put my email out there if you are interested in getting in touch with me. So the email is there. With any questions. How's that pine tree coming along? Did you make a DNA tree yet? Have you seen those videos? That is something totally different. I have not made any uh, more of those kinds of trees, but that was fun. It was a fun one to figure out. All right. Um, What is your favorite kind of base that you like to use? Do you like to use rocks? And if you put trees on your wire trees, if you put them on rocks, how do you attach them? On some of the trees that I create, and if I put them on rocks, a lot of the times I like to incorporate the root system to go completely around the rock so it locks it into place. I have used a liquid polyurethane and use that to attach the roots. I have never drilled into a rock to put my root system on. I'm always afraid if I get a really cool looking rock that I'd split it and then I'd have two. So I never really there as far as drilling, but with the right tools and learning how to do it by watching by watching others through YouTube, it definitely can be done. There are artists out there that make it look so easy. Uh, Another kind of base that I have used in the past, but I don't very often anymore, are really small, cool looking plant bases that normal you would put into a normal plant and then use a clay compound and fill in those. But I don't even have any around here that I could show you that I did. I have one here that's kind of really has many years on it that I used an ashtray because ashtrays are like very plentiful yet, and it's like, okay, what do you do with them? So put a tree in it. that's that's kind of like, but those are, I mean, it's a great idea because the ashtrays are shallow. They're nice and wide, especially, you know, if you go back to the 70s. My grandfather had a wrought iron stand with an amber ashtray. It was like this this big, and it sat right next to him. So they're out there. I guess they're, if you go to secondhand shops or antique shops, you can find those. My mom had a lead crystal ashtray. No, I don't have a tree in it, but again, you know, this big, maybe 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches deep, big with a cigarette. Um, I'm trying to think. Is it convey? You know those little dips that you laid your smoking cigarette on. Um, so, what other kind of bases? The one that I use most of the time now and have incorporated most of my work with is dogwood bases. And I have these, it's a brother and sister company, and I contacted them a few years back and asked them if they could find any felled old dogwood, and the color that comes out when the dogwood is dried is some of it's very dark, some of it's very light. You just never know what you're going to get. And then the pink hues in the dogwood when it's dried, it just absolutely gorgeous. So I kind of found myself using dogwood, but walnut, sassafras, um, beach. You know, I like using wood bases the most. Okay, so I'm working now on my third set of dogwood flowers. I hope you guys are getting some enjoyment, some benefit out of this. This just happens to be what I'm working on today. And this is just, about sitting and twisting wire with you guys on this Monday morning. And I will finish this set up. To you guys that are brand new to this channel and you're just seeing this, maybe this one for the very first time, this is basically, twisting wire with friends. I only create wire trees. That's what it's been for me for 49 years completed. And now, believe me, 49 years, that's not every single day during the week that I'm twisting. It's just that I started 49 years ago, and I am self taught, learning the different techniques on my own, going through miles and miles and miles of wire to figure out what is the easiest concept for me to use on the different ones. I love challenges. Um, I will try any tree at least once. I did create a what was one tree that it oh, I can't think of it. All right, think of something else and it'll come back to you. Sorry guys, it's just not there. Um, if I describe it, you guys can put it in the comments below and tell me, Carol, um, it is a tropical tree, and it has many, um, many colors from pinks and greens and blues and purples going up the trunk. Come on, you tree lovers. What is it? Eucalyptus. Yes! Thank you. You guys did that. Yeah, eucalyptus tree. I made one of those, and I just used lots of the wire that I had left over. So, not necessarily calling it recycled wire, but I calculate how much wire I'm going to use for the trees. And after a while, I have a strand of this color, a strand of that color, a strand of this color, and put all of those colors together and made a eucalyptus tree. That was cool, and I didn't have it very long, and someone contacted me and said, I love it, I want it. So I shipped it out to them. I tried to do a Joshua tree out of beads. That did not go well. Um, in fact, I still have that. It's like, no, I've made banyan trees. Banyan trees are cool to make. Do you know what a banyan tree looks like? Um, they're um, another name for them. They call them the gathering tree. If you do some Googling, you can put in banyan and check those trees out. Those are cool trees. Let's see, what's another one? Oh, the hawthorn tree. The hawthorn tree. Have you tried the magnolia? Hi, Cheryl. Yes, yes, I have a magnolia tree. Those are gorgeous. In fact, they're in bloom in my area right now. Pink and white, tulip type shape flower. So yeah, yeah, those are cool trees. On. Let's see, what else can I say? Um, what am I thinking? Have you? I have 3 white magnolias full of buds. Do you? Oh, yeah. Our neighbor across the street has one, and the blooms are all at the top of the tree this year. I don't know. Um, one year it's absolutely full of blooms, the whole tree. You can't see the branches because of all of the buds. And then this year, looking at it, it's just the very top of the tree that's in bloom. So I don't know, are they temperamental or are they like in every other year it's full and it's not full? Also, the dogwoods in my area are now in full bloom, and one year they're just absolutely full of flowers, and the next year they're kind of sparse. So I don't know if it's the kind of weather we had over the winter. Yeah, I don't know, but the pink and the white dogwoods are in full bloom here right now. That's why I'm working on the pink dogwood flowers. How's the pine tree coming? Yeah. All right. This is the longest video I think I've done to date. I will, after I figure out how to shut this thing off. It should be a lot of a lot easier than from the very first time. Sure. Oh, okay. No wait. Oh, no wait. I missed it. I'll have to send a message. I think something I finished the prep. All right. Good for you, girl. You got it. Yeah. Um. Yeah. All right. So we are in 39 minutes, 28 seconds. And I'm looking and I'm like, I thought I did more, but I only have two completed. All right, let's see. We are at 39 minutes. I will stick around and do one more. So In the beginning of this live stream, I showed you that I pulled the loops apart. It was like this. I made my loops. I pulled my loops apart. I pulled the gold into the center. They were loops. I twisted them down to make the center of the dogwood flower. And this is the petal. So I go into the outside of the loop and the very tip, okay, the very tip of the wire, the pliers, go in there and just do a push towards the center of the flower with a slight twist of the hand to make the loops. My pine tree is at a standstill. Have you ever made a weeping mulberry tree? No, I have not. I have not. I've made mulberries, but not a weeping mulberry. Is with the white or pink flowers? That was Sandra. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Good. All right. So a slight twist, and then get your needle nose pliers into the V so you can crimp that, and it makes the small petals. All right, again. And no flowers on it at all. Oh, okay. Then no, I have not. I'm gonna have to now look that up. Weeping mulberry. And get into that V and crimp it down. Again. Small twist of the hand, pushing inward towards the center of the flower, getting into that V and crimping it. Outside loop, pushing inward towards the center of the flower, slight twist of the hand to make the loops, and getting into the V and crimping. Yeah. My arms are getting tired holding them up this high. Usually I have everything right down in front of me. All right, I'm getting down there towards the end. I have one in my yard joined late, but glad to see you doing. Oh, thank you. It means a lot. I don't know where this is gonna lead me, but I am so thankful that I have a few people that are interested in just twisting wire, hanging out, doing something because it's something you love to do, maybe learning something a little bit different. Um, and finding like minded friends that love to twist wire and talk about wire stuff. Hey, all right. All right, I'm working on my last loop here. So for one more time, the outside loop, just grab it with the very end of your pliers, pushing inward with a slight twist in the hand, bringing it into the center of the flower, and then getting in there at the V and crimping it down. Now that's just one strand. I made 3 strands with you guys. And this is what I have to do yet. So, yeah, and for a dogwood that stands about 8 inches tall, I use 60 of these to create that size tree. I will probably use black copper 20 gauge wire for that. And this tree also will be sitting with a glass orb surrounding the glass orb with the pink dogwood. That's what this tree will be working on. And so I will pop back in. It probably won't be live, it'll just be regular videos. If this one was good, I hope that you'll put in the comments. Let me know how I did, what you want to talk about in the next one, and I'll try to, not try to, I just should say maybe make this a regular thing for Monday mornings around 9 o'clock, popping in and doing a stream video we're at 45 minutes. I don't know. Is this too long? I mean, how long can you listen to someone just talk and twist wire? Anyway, thank you guys for being here. You have made my morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have an awesome day, and we will talk soon. Let's see if I can figure out how to get out of this and then make it visible so you can watch it again if you want. All right, guys. Let's see. Have an awesome day. I think I'm like, where's my finger? Is that where it is? Okay, there it is. All right, guys. Later.